All right. I'm going to draw a line, a squiggly line here, okay? Now, that represents our common thinking level of the mind, where we live every day, when we're making a souffle, when we're driving, when we're talking, okay? Right up here. And that we call common consciousness. Common consciousness is it's very wasteful. A lot goes on, and we're just sort of, most of the time, the mind is wandering here and there, and then when it needs to focus, it focuses, and that's it. But we can get better use out of the mind, which means we can affect the body in a different way. So what happens is, here, we have let's say that this is the container for the mind here. Above this line is our mind, okay? We can say the mind. And below this line is something we call pure awareness. There are other names for that. Actually, the analogy for it in quantum mechanics is the quantum vacuum. Quantum vacuum. And the definition for this in quantum physics is the nothing from which everything comes. Now, this pure awareness, and you'll experience it in a few minutes. I just want you to get an idea where it fits in here. How do we get there? How do we experience nothing? By doing something? Well, this traditionally is how it's been done. In other words, if you want to clear your mind of thought, pure awareness, if you want to clear your mind of thought, then you must start by doing what? This. Look at a candle flame. You know, express great love. Watch your breath. There are all sorts of techniques that we can do. Underline that word do. What's that mean? Doing something means an activity, doesn't it? An activity is something that happens, that's going on with a thing or with more than one thing, right? How can you experience no thing by doing something? That's why it takes years to clear the mind of thought. But the genius of quantum entrainment, and I say that in all humility because I didn't invent it, I just discovered it. It was just laying there. And I was just lucky enough to see this. How to get from here to here. And the odd thing is, you can't try, because this is the field of more activity, this is the field of less activity, this is the field of no activity. So how do you do less and less activity? By doing something. You can't. Right? You can move to lower levels, right here, but you can't experience nothing by doing something. Can't. How do we do it? We do it by not doing, and even though that probably doesn't make a lot of sense up here, I'll show you graphically. We start in this direction by doing QE. Now, QE is a technique of not doing, and that's what we discover in the flow seminar. You know? This is what we're going to deal with in spades. We're going to not only learn it, we're going to revel in it. We're going to bathe in you feeling. But we start by getting to pure awareness. And then, this is the beautiful part, experience stopping the thought is not very common, but it happens. But then once that stops, then we go right back out here, but not with QE. And here's the beauty of it. You feeling is in both fields. It's both unbounded, and then it's both, the beginning of it is right here. So instead of coming back out into this weakened state of mind, the QE allows us to stay here. What is you feeling? What is it like? What does it give us? Well, I'm so glad you asked. What do we get? Oh, you feeling gives us love. It gives us peace. It gives us joy. It gives us contentment, awe, all of those good things, pure things we get when we, what? When we make you feeling? When we jump into you? No. When we become aware of you feeling. Become aware of it. How hard is it to become aware of something? Okay, well, let's find out. Here's my hand, my right hand, my left hand. Okay, now, become aware of my right hand. Got it? Now become aware of my left hand. How much work was that? Did you find yourself saying, oh, he asked me to go to his left hand. Okay, now awareness, get up, let's move over there and look at his left hand. No, you did it automatically, didn't you? That's how effortless QE is. And once that awareness effortlessly gets into pure awareness and experiences you feeling, this is the result. You feeling is not an emotion. Emotions have some reason for being. Somebody gives you some money, you're happy. Somebody takes it away, you're not so happy, right? There's a reason for being happy or having an emotion. This is not an emotion. This is a simple reflection of what you are, what your essence is. That's you feeling. All right, I'm done talking about it. Don't you think it's about time we kind of had an experience, at least a taste of what we're talking about in the Flow Summit, what you will learn there and master, actually. And you know what? Have fun. Have fun doing, because it's not an effort. It's not work. It can't be. It doesn't work.